cools off those tires. And then it takes time for those cars to get back up to speed on that 400 compound. But when that tire goes green, as we say, it goes. We saw that with Tyler Arrington earlier in this race.
My bet is that's what Matthew Nance has got on, because we've seen him make a lot of positions.
He did.
Up.
Rallying after having the problem he had on the incident on the restart back on lap number 6. He came back and has rallied back to 5th, or 4th, actually. The driver, the young man, the Rhonda Rocket, out of Rhonda, North Carolina, FASTRAK, Chevrolet Performance, or the FASTRAK Racing Series powered by Chevrolet Performance, current Southeast points leader.
25 car having a problem again. He'd made up 12 positions.
Yeah, tough break for Bobby Mays.
He sure had. I mean, he stopped earlier, had to go to the rear, came all the way back to 11th or 12th, and now is having to pull into the pits.
Hey, Stan, let's talk real quickly about what I'm calling PR-wise the FASTRAK 25K weekend next Friday and Saturday. It's going to be a big, big weekend in West Virginia.
Well, it's going to be something we've never done before. We end the Triple Crown, and we crown the champion for that, give him the huge clock brought to you by MVR Furniture and Howard Miller. Hey, Richmond thought they had something on us with NASCAR. Our clock is bigger and nicer.
Martinsville.
Oh, is it Martinsville?
Yes, Martinsville.
Martinsville.
Yes,
sorry,
sir.
I got that. Sorry, NASCAR fans. I don't know nothing about it anymore. I don't watch it. We call it NAPCAR where I come from, where we sleep on Sunday afternoon watching the race.
Come on, Stan. Be nice. Ready, yes.
You know, seriously, after watching racing like this,
yeah,
sometimes it's hard to just sit there on Sunday afternoon and watch a race. But, man, I do sleep good with it. I mean, I really do.
The lights are off, ladies and gentlemen. We got one to go. Well, as somebody that gets to announce NASCAR, I have to say no comment, but I could agree with you off the record sometimes on that.
Well, I mean, and they've done a lot better job of the racing now, I'll tell you what.
Yes.
They have made some changes aerodynamically on the cars that has helped their racing tremendously, so they're headed back in the right direction. And I think everybody's glad to see that, including us.
We're about to go back in the right direction of Go Fast here with 24 laps remaining just after halfway. Race fans, they're going to be at that VP Racing Fuels making PowerPoint, where the white chalk line is now a distant memory as the cars roar back to speed. Stan Lester, Dylan Brown, Kenny Peoples, Matthew Nance, they're in turn 1.
Where did Matthew Nance come from? I mean, it wasn't that long ago he was running.
He's going for second.
13th, 14th, 15th.
Look at a battle for second. He's on the inside of Kenny Peoples Jr. Up the wall goes Umberger. Umberger's now got Hicks to his insider. Ham, check that.
Matthew Nance clipped the inside wall going in.
And Matthew Nance is coming hard. He has moved to second. But while that happened, Stan, that allowed your lead car, Dylan Brown, to pull away, because the old saying goes, you guys going to battle, I'm going to pull away. Well, he's done that in the 6 car.
And the question is, what tires does he have on?
That's right.
He could have 200s on and them go away here any minute.
Working lap number 30. This time, contact in 2. Chandler gets into Basie. They hold it together.
Brandon Umberger goes by Kenny Peoples. Brett Ham looking at on the inside. They're 3 or 4 wide coming off turn 4.
Working lap number 29. It'll be 20 laps to go. Next time by.
The 00 of Ferguson is doing a heck of a job. The normally run with us. These guys are really hard to run against. He's doing a good job. Corey Allman's kind of making a comeback through the field now.
Look at this 3 wide off of turn 4 for 4th spot. Up the racetrack. On the inside is Carson Ferguson. Problems for Arrington. He had contact with Glandon and Krager. They get side and bobbed and weave. 3 wide into turn 1. Are you kidding me? And 3 wide on the back straightaway. Ham, Peoples, Ferguson. Oh, my. Oh, big trouble back straightaway. It's the big one. Big trouble. Stinney gets into Tim Saint. He gets into Basie. He gets into Johnson. He gets into Kinder. And the caution's out. The big one on the back straightaway. Stand on lap 31.
What happened, DJ? I didn't see it happen. One of those cars got into the...
Stinnett got into Saint.
I don't know which one.
Stinnett in car number 5 got into the 79 of Tim Saint, which then collected Johnson in car number 54, which then collected Teddy Tate, and they all piled in from there. The big one that we talked about not wanting to see, but it can be inevitable, has now became an actuality on the back straightaway. And we are probably going to go into red flag. Working lap number 30.
Stop right there. Stop, DJ. Stop where you are.
Going to stop the cars wherever they are on the speedway. Red flag. Cars will come to a stop at any place now. And ladies and gentlemen, of course, our fire and safety crews quickly over there on the scene with Raceway safety crews as well.
Officials, make sure nobody's working on the cars on the racetrack.
Remember, during a red flag, there is not any work allowed on the race cars. If they do, the Fast Track will suffer those drivers with a penalty.
Man, Randy, look at Randy Kinder in front of his car.
Randy Kinder.
Front of his car is gone.
I call him the clock wizard, or actually the time wizard, because he's the man behind NRV Furniture Incorporated. Look at that car of the time wizard of Randy Kinder. 00.
His front end's just gone.
Wow.
I mean, it didn't bend it up. It didn't anything. It took it off.
That looks like one of those mini Sharp late models is what it looks like, as crunched as a contact was. I mean, the whole nose, the elephant ears, the front nose, everything's gone, the front clip.
Have an official that can check out this 00 car.
It is red flag on the back straightaway.
DJ, do we have an official?
The big one has just happened on the backstretch, lap number 30. Shout out to our Ultimate family of teams and officials and drivers. The Ultimate Southeast Super Late Model Series is in action at Dixie Speedway in Woodstock, Georgia tonight. Also, the round 3 of the 4th annual Buckeye Late Model Dirt Week that I just came back from being up in Ohio the last 3 days announcing is continued on tonight at Wayne County Speedway in Orrville, Ohio. Follow our social media for coverage, points, photos, information, press releases, and much more. FastTrackRacing.com and UltimateSupers.com. The Fast Track 25K weekend next Friday and Saturday, Friday night at Beckley Motorsports Park. First time back with that tour at Beckley in 3 years. Looking forward to that race. Next Friday night, 2,000 to win. The champion will be crowned for the Triple Crown Cup. And then we will also award the inaugural Howard Miller Grandfather Clock, presented by NRV Furniture Incorporated. Thank you to Randy Kinder, everybody in our NRV Furniture Incorporated, the Mattress Center in Radford, Virginia, for being a part of this thing. And Stan, can we throw this out here? It's not just one time. This deal for the Grandfather Clock could be something that we could see for the next 3 to 5 years or more.
Oh,
they're serious
absolutely
about this.
Oh, that's absolutely. Yeah, Howard Miller wants to make a big deal out of it. Unfortunately, we've had some rainouts. My gosh, the first of the year we got killed. We lost 29 events the first of the year.
Yeah.
We had 68 touring events company-wide, with our super late model deal and the Fast Track deal, both. And it's it was a killer year to start off with. But
we thought last year was bad.
Howard Miller's really into it. I mean, they want to make it work. They want to make this Triple Crown work. I'd love to just have 1 year that we got to run Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just like we're supposed to.
And props to promoters at Beckley, Ed Horton and Robert Mooney, and Fred and Susan Brown here at Wythe Raceway for flip-flopping the decision for the races. Because this was where the finale was supposed to have been tonight.
Absolutely. We appreciate everybody's cooperation. Everybody wanted to do the same thing for the drivers and the fans, just get that Triple Crown in. And now we're going from the Triple Crown to next Saturday to Princeton to the UBB.
And I know that's a special memorial tribute honoring those 29 lost coal miners. But to be a part of that, it has grown and it has got bigger and bigger. And this year, 3,000 to win, a very, very special event for Fast Track to be a part of. We like being a part of big events.
Oh, no doubt about it. That's from the UBB mine where the 29 miners got
Upper Big
killed.
Branch.
And it's just a great feeling to be a part of that thing, and we really appreciate them allowing us to do that. We weren't to start off with. Then they brought us in to do it, and it's been a great show.
Well, it's funny because it wasn't a touring event, but they followed touring rules. They followed the touring format.
Yes,
guys, let's just make it a touring race and just sign the check. Let's do it.
Yeah, it was. It's just great to be a part of those kind of things, and to help those families all we can, and that foundation.
Oh. Well, we are still under the red flag as, again, cleanup is going on the back straightaway. 30 laps in, 20 to the finish. As it is car number 6 of Dylan Brown leading the way. How about Matthew Dance? Car number 4.
Y'all got to tell me where so I can send help.
Car number 4, Matthew Nance. A great run to second in the car number 4. As we go back under the... We're still under the red flag, still working on cleanup.
He must think he needs.
Huh?
Well, I mean, he'll have to call.
30 laps on the books, 20 to the finish. As we are still under the red flag here on the incident on the back straightaway. Working on 20 laps to go, race fans. Once we give you a word on everything happening on the back straightaway, we will let you know. I know there's still cleanup and things happening over there near the Food Country USA scoreboard. Wow, look at the damage on the Weaverville, North Carolina native, car number 8 of Chris Chandler. The back end of that car is completely disintegrated like a tin can. We saw Randy Kinder's car, front clip completely destroyed and missing. Look at the damage on the 8 car. Understanding that there is a bumper in the retaining wall on the back straightaway, race fans, where the wreck took place, the big one. A bumper was stuck in between the retaining guardrail walls on the back straightaway, so we're working on trying to get that disassembled, and then we'll get ready to go back for the restart. Race fans, I understand drivers are okay. Round of applause. Drivers are okay. Great work by our fire and safety crews. Everybody there doing a great job. And cleanup now about to be wrapped up once they get that bumper off the retaining wall, stuck between the retaining wall. We'll get ready to go back for the restart. This is the 5th caution flag of the race, now red flag. And we saw some great racing here tonight between Dylan Brown. Matthew Nance came out of nowhere on that last restart. Yes, sir. The bumper is stuck in the retaining wall, so they're trying to get that taken out. And then we'll get ready to go to a resumption of the race. 30 laps in, 20 to go. What a good one. About 5-6 cars collected in that wreck. Some could be able to go and continue. Some could be done, Stan, but we still got 20 laps to go in the NRV 3000.
And listen, you remember all those hard tires, soft tires getting heat in them, that kind of thing we was talking about?
That's right.
This right here is going to totally change it. Totally change it altogether.
What's those 3 words we say? This changes everything?
This does change everything.
Okay, I stand corrected.
4
words. Hey, you're the boss. You can say 5 or 10 if you want to, all right?
I'm just glad everybody's okay back there. Hate that for Chris Chandler, 00, Teddy Tate.
That's right.
Hate it for all those guys.
Tough break for Chris Chandler. I mean, the damage on that car is just...
Well, you know, that was the conversation I was having with them over the race receiver. Had one-way communication with them.
Right.
So we're able to talk to them up here from race control. And that was a conversation I had. Just be careful, guys, because you're running a whole lot faster here than